Oh, hello, everyone. It is May 21st, 2026, and we are at Detox Diaries. And I'm super excited tonight to share some wonderful things around the whole reset and why it is not as harsh as everyone thinks, but it does your body good. And one thing I do want to say right before we jump into this, I want to give kudos to Dr. Ronnie. And I think her one statement she just did share with us one evening was it's great to either do this detox or reset just before starting your weight loss program or just ending a weight loss program. It's going to really get your body working the way it needs to be working. And as you will hear from different people who have done the program over the past 4 or 5 years, they're going to share their stories. And one thing I noticed from doing this program in particular, I can grab the drinks and do them for a 3 or 4 period day every month. And my body is like a rubber band. It just knows what to do once it's getting that nutrition. So I'm super excited to talk tonight about what the drinks are all about and why what's going on in your body during the time frame that you decide. So, as we're going through this every Thursday, we pick different topics and we highlight different guests. And I'm absolutely excited to have a fellow Canadian join me tonight, and she's going to share her story, but she brings a different perspective because she's a nurse practitioner and she specializes in some different areas, which we're going to talk about later. So I'm going to keep you on the edge of your seat. And Tammy's going to share her journey, how she lost 38 pounds in 2 months. And that was a side effect of doing this. So she's going to tell you everything else that happened in those 2 months. But tonight we're going to dive into the 7 benefits of doing the liquid reset. So I have been on a journey. I promised myself it'd be 40 and fabulous, and I'm now 54 and I'm rocking towards 60, and I'm going to be sexy when I'm 60. So the only way I know I'm going to do it is by staying true to this program and using it as a tool in my toolbox to keep my body at its maximum nutrition as we go through our life journey. So we're going to keep sliding along here. Is that what we want to say? We want to slide along with the slides. So let's talk about the 7 benefits of the liquid nutrition detox. And I want to really be honest with you. We talked about the rhythm of it last week, and we talked about how you're going to breathe and think and stand straight. Now we've got all that going on. We want to tell you what's going to be happening inside you and how your body's going to receive it. Your body can focus more on energy, repairing, and cleansing when we do this program, which is super nice. It takes the stress off your digestive system and lets your body do what it needs to do. The beauty of it is you're never going to be feeling overly full. You're never going to be feeling bloated because you're taking in maximum nutrition at a micro level. So let's talk about this. It's a gentle reset that actually takes place when you're doing this program. So the very first point is fast absorbency. And this happens because we've given your gut a break. We've given all your organs actually a break during this time frame. So when you're sipping your juices or your drinks, your body's able to take that nutrition and give it quickly to your cells. And that is what the body loves. The liquid doesn't require breakdown, so it's taking the stress off of your digestive system. You'll remember when we talked about opening your gut as very first rhythm. This is why we want you to take the time to stand up tall, breathe deep, and enjoy that first drink. This has nothing, this is going to allow the juice to absorb maximally without having any interruptions of having to digest a piece of bread or a steak. It's going to take it right to the micro level with your cells. So it's less strain on your digestion. It's easier for your body to process this than heavier options, just like I said, like a steak or anything that they have to actually break down. That's why when you do decide to do this, and say you are hungry and you make the soup or the broth, if that's an option that you think you want to do, there is digestive enzymes to help you break it down quicker when you're doing that. There's less strain on your digestive. You're actually giving the organs a vacation. We had a fun little picture or meme, Dr. Ronnie and I, of your organs at the beach enjoying the sun while you're giving it your body the maximum nutrition. So while you're doing this, imagine that. I will pop it into the group tomorrow so everybody can get a little chuckle out. It was kind of cute. So this has it allows your body to focus on the nutrient dense drinks that you're giving it, and it's taking it right to the cellular level. So this was an important thing. And I think Dr. Ronnie always says it and it always stuck out. 1 day of juicing equals 7 days of eating. It's going to take you 7 days of chewing the right foods to get the nutrition that you're going to absorb in 1 day of doing these drinks. That's pretty impressive. And Dr. Ronnie always shares with us that the soil doesn't give the vegetables and everything like it used to when our ancestors were tilling it and not overworking it. So think of that while you're digesting and consuming your drinks. That's so important. Number three, the maximum cellular nutrition. This helps your body digest it effectively, gets that nutrition right in there. It flows with your body, and the beauty of it is you're getting maximum vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and phytonutrients from these drinks. This is so important. Nourishing the cells at a deeper level. So you're supporting overall wellness, recovery, and vitality. And I do want to mention last week, Helena was telling us how she had surgery and her daughter was sure to make sure she had her drinks when she woke up from her surgery. And it just made such a difference in her recovery. Her doctor noticed it. So your body does want this nutrition that we're giving it, and it knows what to do with it when it receives it. Four, supporting detox pathways. So let's talk about the organs that are going to be impacted. So we talked about the gut, your liver, your kidneys, your lymph nodes, your lymphatic. That is all going to be impacted by getting the nutrition at a cellular level. Hydration is another thing that is huge during this, and Jillian has made a beautiful schedule. So you're going to be drinking a lot of water between your drinks, which is great because that's going to help your body know what to do as the toxins are being released. It's going to eliminate them. So hydration is so important. And I do want to speak to the schedule. You can adjust it to your schedule. So if you're an early riser at 6 a.m., you would start your 2 hour intervals in that 6 a.m. time frame. Where someone might not be an early riser and they're not ready to get their day going till 8, they can adjust it and work it from the 8 o'clock time and following those intervals. It's very important to stay on this while you're consuming the liquids because if you don't, you will notice you'll feel weak and shaky. But if you keep your body on schedule, and this is really simple, you're going to set yourself a timer in your phone every 2 hours, and you'll go and do your drink, and you won't notice it like you would if you went, and we've all done it. We've gotten up in the morning and maybe had breakfast, spent the whole day, and then at 4 o'clock, we're like having a crash because we didn't either hydrate properly during that time frame or we never consumed anything. So this program is really making you aware of giving your body the nutrition and the fuel to run effectively during the detox, which actually makes the detox more enjoyable because once your body gets the nutrition that it needs, it's not going to have the cravings anymore, which I think is so important. Um, you'll notice after 3 or 4 days, and you may have a healing opportunity in the first 3 or 4 days where your body's like, where's my white sugar? And that's okay. You may have headaches. You may feel weak and tired. Take that on as an opportunity to lay down and have a nap. Let your body heal on its own while giving it the nutrition it needs. And then after that little hiccup, you'll feel amazing. I promise you that. I always do. And believe me, even when I do it 3 or 4 days a month, every month, I still feel a little off in that first little bit. And that's okay because I know my body's releasing maybe the toxins I had been bad with previously. And we want them out of your body because when the toxins are released, everything works effectively. So, in these drinks, you're going to be enjoying greens, aloes, antioxidants, and those are also going to support to help eliminate the toxins from you. So, like I said at the beginning, I want you to think about detoxing not as starving the body, it's actually supporting the body and its systems. It's giving it maximum nutrition at a micro level. So, that was a very informative chat. It may have been high energy. I'm not sure why.
And I just want to, if you don't mind, the next slides, I don't, because it's just going to automatically start playing. There's a little video.
That's good.
Yeah.
You have a little video you're sharing.
Yes, there's going to be a little video, just so you know. Hi, Jillian. But they're basically a video that's talking about the new introduction to this regime that we have, because it is about, adding more nutrients, and I'm really excited about this new add-on. It is a vegan formula for, the transfer factor called phytofactor, and I really want you guys to watch this 1 minute video that
Jillian, before
explains
you
it.
start it, let's mention to everyone that it's not going to be available. It's not available yet.
No.
It'll be available July 1st. So if you're one who always does the group detox and likes that atmosphere, we will be allowing you to get your orders placed and everything you need to be set up for a group detox at the end of July.
I do want to let everybody know, though, if you reach out to an admin, there may be an opportunity to get in, because they're doing some mini conferences on the ground, and the next day is June 6th. So, but they sell out really fast. So if you're really want to get your hands on this program now and be a part of the pre opportunity group to do this, June 6th, it will go live, just to satisfy those people that are in, I think it's actually in Houston, Texas there. And there's also an event in New Jersey on June 6th. And they're actually launching the products early just for the people that are there, but they're opening up the opportunity to buy live during that time frame. So please put that on your calendar. If you're interested in what we're doing, you might want to reach out to one of us so that we can help you get it done and get your hands on it sooner than later. Some of us have already, I already put an order in. I'm getting mine hopefully in a week or two so that I can start experiencing it as well. Okay, thanks. Is that all right? So can I play the video now, Dodie? Good?
Yes.
All right, okay. All right.
This is actually a study that we did to show how we can connect these ancient immune peptides with a modern society. So let's watch this video.
Every day, your body's immune system faces health threats, from the fast pace of modern life to the invisible challenges all around us. When left unchecked, those threats can spread fast. But what if there was a way to support your body's defenses, to flatten the health threat curve? That's where 4-Life Phytofactor comes in. Plant-powered support engineered by nature to help your body's immune system stay active, balanced, and at the ready. Under a laboratory microscope, you can actually see and count the number of health threats. In one experiment, the health threats multiply unchallenged. But in another experiment, the threats stop spreading and begin to die. The red cells you see here are the dead health threads, neutralized by an immune system supported with 4-life phytofactor. What does this tell us about a plant-based transfer factor? It works together with our immune system to flatten the health threat curve. Because when your immune system is educated and activated, you're ready to take on life's ups and downs.
Okay. So I just wanted to explain a little bit about that. The phytofactor, when we talk about detox or weight loss and longevity, when we say longevity, a lot of that has to do with the immune system. And we have something exclusively unique about our program, because we don't just focus on the benefits of how we release weight. We also focus on how we can help people with the longevity and help us, support the system so it is healthy to fight off those pathogens inside our body. So I'm really excited about the phytofactor. I'm really excited about the phytofactor addition to our green drink. This phytofactor is unique, is innovative, is actually, there's more information on, there's a full video that explains it, but it's part of our super greens. That is the green drink, is unique. And the gentleman that's presenting is actually Dr. David Ballmer, is the Chief Science Officer. And if you go to our YouTube channel, you'll learn there's a whole educational uplink there that explains the technology behind it, the studies behind it. It's been I think 8 to 10 years of studies that they've been working on to ensure that they can create something that's this powerful with natural peptides. A lot of people talk about peptides out there, but this is a natural peptide that is found in plants. And we also have it in, mammals as well. We can get it in chickens and also in the bovine as well. But we have been found that this is found within plants. So the fact that we're all one and having a peptide that we can use to help you with your overall health concerns, this is amazing. So you can imagine what's happening to your body. Not only you're detoxing the toxins, but you're helping it heal at a cellular level, like Dodie was saying. It's absolutely amazing. So, please reach out to a detox coach or one of us and we can explain about it. But if you want to get your hands on this by June 6th, you're definitely going to want to have the green drink. And I believe Helena said she's had it. She's sampled it. So has Rita and a few other people on the call today. And it says it tastes really good. And I can't talk to it yet, but I can't wait to get my hand on it. So thank you, Dodie, for me interjecting there.
Yeah, no worries. And Jillian, it's June 6th. Is that the first time it'll be available again?
Correct. Just
Okay.
one day. So just so you know, okay?
This is that.
Sorry, I'm just going to see if I can skip over to the next slide. There
And
you go.
if we reach out to whoever brought you to the call, or when you're watching this and they have a connection to For Life, they can give you the exact date. So before I take a moment here, I'm going to introduce our guest, and it's Tammy, a fellow Canadian in Ontario. She's getting the weather I had last week, minus the snow. Tammy is a nurse practitioner, and I think she has a little bit more expertise in the diabetes, cardio. So she's been critical care, ER. So she's got a wealth of knowledge that we can probably pull off of. But what she wants to share with us is her journey, where she took 2 months and was able to release 38 pounds, that being the side effect. But I'm sure she has a lot more benefits that she would like to share with us. So I'm super excited to welcome Tammy Richardson to our call tonight.
Hello, everyone. Nice to see everybody. Well, you've pretty well done my introduction already, so that's wonderful.
Well, I can ask you questions.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, so I have a long-standing history in nursing, and quite well, recently I work in diabetes care and management. I'm in the process of setting up a new type 1 clinic in Toronto, and of course facilitating with very complex diabetes patients who have a lot of issues with metabolic health. So I guess I'd be your classic person that thought I knew it all. I knew all the metabolic components and all the the science and a lot of the context of managing health when it came to um, eating patterns. And I work very closely with dietitians and, of course, what's healthy, what's not healthy. But I think that, for me, I believe it was a bit of a piece missing. As I got older, of course, all of us get there, where, it's not just about the eating patterns, they might be the same. But as you get a little older, the metabolism starts to slow down and things maybe aren't working as effectively and efficiently as they should be. And I think then it starts to, you notice when you get under a lot of stress or life changes, things happen, the weight starts to come on, even if you have a few babies and you're kind of trying to figure out, okay, how do I get back to my usual self, can be a little bit daunting or feel like a very daunting task. And I think honestly, at times we feel as women, we have to present a certain image and we lose track of what we're really trying to accomplish here. It's also about truly the focus is being healthy. It's not
Mhm.
just about losing weight, it's also about being your best self. And that not only encompasses your physical health, it also encompasses your mental, emotional, and psychological health that you can connect to because it all connects, it all speaks to each other. What I found very interesting, because I thought to myself, trying this detox, I thought, oh no, I'm going to feel starving. It's really going to be a bummer. I'm not going to
That's what
like this
everybody says
food.
to me. Like, are you not starving? I couldn't do it. I'll starve. And I'm like, no, you don't starve,
But
right?
it's very true. The first couple of days are not, you can feel like a little headachy or just, a little grouchy. For me, I was a bit grouchy. Um, and so, but water, maybe trying, going for a little walk or doing whatever that makes you feel better, definitely does help. By about day 3, day 4 for me, I noticed, hey, I'm starting to feel a little better. Head's feeling a little brighter. I feel a little happier. I'm not feeling quite so bogged down. But as you go through this, and you maintain and for me, I wasn't focusing so much on the weight loss. It was more about how I was feeling. I was feeling better. I was feeling more connected to myself, and not just physically, but also mentally and emotionally. Um, there was a little period there about week, I guess, 2, where I found myself being a little more emotional, which is not normally
Mm,
like me that way. But, I think you really start to kind of think about what motivates you. It gives you a chance to really self-reflect when you're going through this. It's a very interesting time. And you kind of think, why do I have these certain eating patterns? Why do I do this instead of that? And I think for me, it helped me face some of my emotional eating components that I tend to migrate to from time to time. But again, I started to really embrace, self-compassion. Self-compassion is a beautiful thing.
mhm.
And it's a very hard thing for as women to be self-compassionate and to really embrace the fact that, hey, I don't need to be perfect here. I just need to be working on being my best self and finding some joy in being as healthy as I can be and sharing that joy and sharing that health with others that I love and care about. Right? So I guess for me, going through the journey, I felt better, and I feel like I can have a little system that if I need to, I can go back to. Although I desperately need to, but I haven't gone back to it yet. I guess I'm waiting for the green
Maybe
juice.
this is the sign. And
Yep.
even Tammy, as I was preparing for this today and going through my old notes and my new notes, it's funny how I'm like, you know what? Maybe I need to really do another 7. I did do a 7-day one when we got back from
Mhm.
Mexico, but I remember the first day was a little off. But and how many times have you done one? Is my question.
I've done them twice. I've done it twice.
The
So that,
full 21 days, right?
yeah, 12. The first, I think that I wasn't. Did I do the first? I think I did. Yes, I did twice. Yes.
Okay.
It
But
was
have you done
interesting.
them periodically throughout the time frames between them?
I kind of did a little brief, like you were doing, like little weekend, like just over a
Yeah.
couple of days. I didn't find that as profound now, interestingly enough. Although I felt a little better the second day, but then it didn't give it enough time to really have that resounding overall improvement. I think it's important to note that our food, as you alluded to, has changed dramatically. It's not only about the pollution and our food has changed, the nutrient density definitely has been altered, which is concerning as we all know. It's worrisome that our food chains are being affected. It's also about the chemicals in our food.
Right.
If I leave you with anything, it's about take the time if you're going to be on a health journey to really read the labels. Have a look at what's in your foods. And if there's more than three things that you can't pronounce, it's probably not a good food to eat. That's usually my rule of thumb. You like to see things like, milk, strawberries, you
Yeah.
can read
Things
those,
you
you
can
know what they
pronounce.
are. Ex- Exactly, exactly. But if there's sodium phenol gluconate and you're going, what the heck is that? Or a lot of these are stabilizers and they keep these foods, I guess, so they don't go bad for long periods of
Right.
time. I don't know if you've done the Twinkie test. Put a Twinkie on, your railing outside and see how long it takes for it to go bad. You'll be waiting a long time.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, years and years. So just to be mindful. I think it's really super important that we think about making sure if we're on the times where we're not detoxing, that we're really looking at eating whole foods and real foods.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, McDonald's and many of these other food chains have popped up that people, they're, and sometimes cheaper for people. And yes, but the value, you got to look at the value. What is the actual value you're eating? And McDonald's hamburger is not going to give you the nutrients that you really need. And I think
Right.
it's really important to make you, aware of the importance of maybe making that a very, very odd time. You might eat something like that, but if you can, stay away as much as possible, to be
Yeah.
honest.
No, and it's so true. It's so true. And I think by the time you look at the price of what you're going to pay there now, to even stopping at somewhere that they can create a salad or a wrap for you, you would definitely change the choices. So, um, yeah, the toxins, and that's the thing, you're consuming toxins, but then we're jumping in a shower. Our whole routine really makes you start looking at ingredients. I've noticed even for myself, like my deodorant, my lotions, everything at that level has changed immensely in the house. Even what we spray, like I have perfume sitting here. I don't wear them anymore because I know what they do. We don't really have air fresheners in our home. So,
Yeah, those again, they're just chemicals. You don't need that. You just, you know what? Get an orange, get some cloves, stick the cloves in your orange, stick it in a lovely decorative, and
bowl.
your room will smell amazing.
That's true. Very true. Can I ask you one question? While you were going through it, did you have any cravings?
Well, like I said, the first couple of days I think was the hardest time. I was a bit grouchy and yeah, I don't know if it was cravings. I just felt like, you know, I don't know. We get used to a pattern of our eating, like the chewing, and I guess
Hmm.
thinking somehow there's an association with chewing and nutrition. And you kind of worry, am I getting enough? Because I'm not really eating, I'm drinking. And I think it's important to know that you don't need to necessarily chew to get your nutrient values in. As long as you're getting the density and you're getting, all those nutrients in another pathway and you're absorbing them well, the body's probably just as happy or better if you're
Yeah.
getting real nutrients.
And when you end the program, you really do feel like $1 million, and then you're really more health conscious of what you're consuming. I I know that it was
Yeah.
one of the things I always dream about when I'm doing these 7 or 14 or 21 days is the celery. I just want to chew a piece of celery. I'm probably the only person. There might be a few other of us on here, but celery is probably one of my favorite vegetables out there because it's so crunchy and full of flavor. So it's one of the things I look forward to. Did you have any of that type of?
You know what I really missed, I think, at the end was I love berries. So that was what
Oh,
I really missed. I fresh berries.
but
So
eating them.
yeah, fresh berries,
Yeah.
yeah. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you taking the time out to join us tonight and share that. And I look forward to you staying with us and sharing more great expertise as we have Detox Diaries. Can I invite you back another time? Maybe we
of
won't.
course.
You could tell us more about your job and how it could align with some of the stuff we have.
Well, if there's, of course, people that have more metabolic struggles and happen to have prediabetes or diabetes, because that's unfortunately a big issue in our world these days, I can certainly offer some support or facilitation for anyone who is interested.
Okay.
I think this is awesome because you just brought a really great topic up, if you don't mind me interjecting here. Because, a lot of people don't realize a lot of what we offered, some of it's actually covered in, physician's desk reference. So we can actually look into options of getting this covered through your insurance. So I know Tammy and I talked about that, especially in the Canadian market. There are some programs where you can get certain programs covered, and we have done it in the past for people. So just so you know, that might be something to look into. If you just make sure you reach out to one of us, and we'll see if that can be navigated for you. Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's so
Um,
many different healthcare providers here. It's just really a matter of reaching out to your individual provider and asking questions around it. I know a lot of people don't even know what they're paying for, whether it's a work benefit or a personal benefit, is finding out exactly what is covered and utilizing it because we are paying for those things. We should be utilizing them. And if it can make you healthier and stronger, I think that's important and giving you a, a way of life that is meaningful,
Actually,
right?
Sonia, who is part of our detox coaches, she's the health, the wellness and benefits advisor, actually, for our community. And she does actually say that, especially for most of her clients are from the US, but I'm talking to Tammy as a practitioner in Canada, so we'll be more familiar with this too, right? But some of the plans do offer wellness dollars that can be used
Hmm.
by the members. It's called a flexible spending account, and health service accounts and savings accounts in the US can maybe support that. So that's another reason why you want to reach out to detox@feelgoodsugar.com, and we'll make sure we get the support that you need to answer those questions. And maybe that's one of these, we'll have Sonia come forward and maybe give some insight on that at another upcoming call, which I think would be great. Okay, is that good? So thank you for,
That is awesome.
yeah,
So,
that's great.
Jillian, before we end this, I just want to leave on this note. The goal isn't perfection, like Tammy stressed or mentioned. It's helping your body feel lighter, cleaner, and stronger. That's what the reset or detox is about. So, if you want to take control of your health, this is the program for you.
I do want to just share a little bit of shout out like you did earlier. Um, this this new program we're coming out with, the Feel Good Again, and it's interesting that Tammy says she wants to do this again. So it's about making you feel good again, right? The Feel Good Again reset is based on the 21 Pounds in 21 Days book by Dr. Ryan. It's inspired by her. We do it. There is still a program, which is the advanced program that people can do. They can do that now. They can reach out to one of us and we can get you sorted out with that. You can learn more about that on the website. But she is actually very, very busy. She was hoping to hop on the call tonight, but she is working with a client at her Martha's Vineyard Heal retreat. So you want to explain a little bit more about that, Dodie, and then we'll close out the call for tonight.
Sure. So we will have Dr. Ronnie jump on here. I Jillian introduced me to Dr. Ronnie. Jillian was actually on the island and experienced the retreat with Dr. Ronnie firsthand, and I was so jealous. But
Heard that story.
I had the opportunity to work with Jillian and Jody and Dr. Ronnie and to bring this program to everyone virtually, which has really impacted a bunch of people around the world. So if we can keep going with it and helping everyone do this program much easier and at your fingertips, and For Life has been wonderful because it's available in almost every country around the world. So I know some people, Dr. Ronnie's program, you actually pull a juicer out and juice. So I did that for, well, I still like pulling my juicer out and juicing, but sometimes life doesn't allow that. So to have something that I can just dump in a bottle and shake, yeah, that screams easy and giving my body what it needs, that's wonderful too. So we are here every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to share with you some real testimonials. We're going to talk about some more insight into the program. Let's be honest, if the more you know about it, the more it's going to entice you. Let your curiosity bring you to us and let us help you find the answers with our program. We do offer, Dr. Ronnie will do a personal call with you for a cost, but if it's something you feel you need, or if we talk to you and feel that your health may be a concern, we would like you to talk to Dr. Ronnie one-on-one and we can set you up with her with that. So we just wanted to share that, and I look forward to seeing everyone next Thursday. So let's take it to the private party.
Okay. Fine.
That's Jillian who takes us to the private party.
So,
No pressure, Jillian.
so we're just gonna stop the recording. I can stop the recording. Okay. Okay, all right, there, we've stopped